Chomping at the bit. What's the plan?
I just told you. A handful.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Have to keep going. Seems like a good moment to talk.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
If I hire the refugees, then I get cheap labor and they get coin. It's a good deal for everyone.
Turn back, citizen. No passage in this direction. It's bloodier than a butcher's backyard out there. Piles of dead absolutists, and a few of our own as well. The cultists assaulted the gate, armed to the teeth trying to break in. They nearly had it too, before the Steel Watch intervened. A little more than that. You'll see for yourself soon enough if you head to the city.
If I was a Sharon lookout, this is the sort of place I'd want to have.
Looks again.
There's an invitation behind its great brown eyes.
Amigos.
No, incapable. Not for you to know. Well, come close. Your mind to mine. Are you satisfied? My little secret. Keep quiet, and you won't have to find out. That's up to you. Good little hero. Though, perhaps your better nature would extend a little further for little old me. I need to get into the city, but it's hard to shuffle your way to the front of the queue when you're, well, big as an ox. But what if I was smaller, more discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through, right in their little pocket. I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend. All I wanted was a bit of hay, a good brushing, and a clean stall. The simple life. Is that so much to ask?
What should I do? Time to strike.
All right, Karlak, it's go time. Say bye-bye.
Can't afford to let up. I will ascend.
Heating up.
I don't think I'll ever look at an ox quite the same. One day I'll catch a break.
You did me a real favor clearing all those ghouls out of Moonrise. That old bonebag Ketherick had some fancy junk stashed behind all the cobwebs and piles of gore. Wish I could tell you. We're stuck out here, but most of the action is beyond Worm's Crossing. Didn't you? Figured we only got the scraps you didn't have the strength to carry. Would I try to fool a Sharpie like you? Have a look. Stay away from trapped chests.
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. Food, sundries, toys even. What would you expect for people who've lost everything? Now are you gonna clear off or not? Not unless you want to make a donation. Guess you're not all bad. Give it here and I'll make sure it's kept safely with the other donations. Well, if you must, I suppose it saves me the walk. But if you're gonna do it, hurry up.
Amigos animals. I say, tell perfectly decent of you to come over and exchange pleasantries. I was donated, apparently. Presumably for an emotional support role. A therapy pig, if you will. That'll be why I'm kept so well fed. They doubtless want me performing at my tip-top.
What are you still flapping your lips at me for? Get on with it.
Got ya! Too slow!
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
How did that song go anyway?
I should speak up.
They let you into the barn. Well, try not to get overexcited.
What? I'm bushed. I ran for days to get someplace safe, and then found out I'm last in line to get in, because I'm a hobgoblin. As if I could change that.
Smells nice. Yeah, I know.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
It's only a couple of pots. I'll do it.
I'm really worried about Umi.
They got me signed up to learn to make pots, which is dumb. I'd rather learn how to kill cultists. And I bet you'd back me up on that.
My son Garen is pleased we got this far together. But his wife's bitching is making me old before my time. Why can't he tell her to put a sock in it? Christine is pretty, son. But can't she help out a bit more?
Oh, I think he can look out for himself.
Or even at all.
Now, mind your tongues.
Remember that spiced apple loaf?
If you're here to fill an empty stomach, look elsewhere. Folks swarmed what little was had, stuffing their pockets. Bloody animals.
So few of us left. Our strength was never numbers, but the bonds we share, and they are strong.
You think you can just walk into our camp, present yourself to Alma, or leave?
Exterminated. Nothing less will do.
And if we fail,
Rechtei Hathran Rust.
My friend from the Hag Swamp. You're a bright light on a dark day. We underestimated an enemy, much like I underestimated you and your vampiric companion. Oh, yes. I know you hid him from me. But this is not the moment to discuss it. This is about the dead, not the undead.
Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
Our tribe left camp on a rescue mission. Only Alma and those you see here returned. They could not.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra.
I will say no more. It's not my tale to tell.
No. That shame is mine alone. I thought I knew the faces of all your friends, Gandrel, but this one is new to me.
A friend met on the road, my lady. I told you of the stranger in the swamp. And they went on to kill the undying General Thorm, if the rumors are true.
A fine trophy. Perhaps you would like to claim another. Baldur's Gate is haunted by many things, but one of its most insidious is the vampire Cazador. For years, his foul spawn have stolen away innocents at night, whisking them back to his palace. Recently, they struck our camp. They took our children, every last one, our whole future.
We are monster hunters all. Our purpose is to kill beasts like these. But in our haste to save our little ones, we were rash. We charged straight into an ambush.
They tore us to pieces. Vampire spawn and werewolves. I have never seen a vampire's lair so heavily guarded. What's left of my tribe is wounded and broken. We cannot stand against him to save our children. But perhaps the Slayer of Ketheric could. If you do this, our entire tribe will be in your debt. On our honor, it will be repaid. May the gods keep you, and damn your enemies. You cloud our judgment, and it almost doomed us. We need strategy and cool heads.
Should they need to be wiped out? Exterminated.
Wait for the vampires to
Nothing
strike
left
here.
will do.
And let them marshal all their strength against us.
Who will stand between them and the innocent?
If we do nothing, the innocent...
And if our children still live, what will happen to them if we attack?
I share your fear, but we cannot build plans on fear. We will have to act for all our sakes.
That'll make a great headline. Our readers will be outraged.
Stand ready for examination. This won't take a moment. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die.
Page material. Concentrate.
This is gonna feel good.
Death.
Happy place.
Pero TV!
Shouldn't have made me your enemy.
I am fury. I am death. Great headline. Fascinating.
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
Best be on my way.
Our readers will be outraged. This is front page material.
How about the flop house? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great! We can bond with ton of people, and for none of them have sticky things.
What's up for discussion?
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon.
Get your out here! Fresh off the easel! This one, girl.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Enough time wasted. Battle.
Buy a painting. Go on, treat yourself. Do come again. Buy a painting. Go on, treat yourself. Do come again.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
I've got him all.
My body burned like the noonday sun.
And the person with you. They enjoyed it.
Fruit? Vegetables? What can I do you for? If you're hungry,
You're not
an
wearing
apple a day
armor
keeps the
to meet
absolute
my mother and
away.
father.
Bigger, smaller, in-betweener, I've got him all.
I will pay. Try to climb up one, you madman! Name the price.
Is there anything?
In a...
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks. Give me strength.
Get you out here. Fresh off the easel.
Brothel? Pleasure house?
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, devil. You must hear me, devil. I
I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away. Which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Unless some have already sprouted in places I can't see. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
I suppose you'd rather suck on the Emperor's tentacles till the end of your days? Orpheus is your only hope of surviving this horror show without devolving into an illithid. To you, he will be a friend. After all, you're at war with an Elder Brain. No. Orpheus is the only reason you're still alive. The Emperor is abusing the Gith for its own ends. And it's doing the same to you. You're nothing more than the beast of burden that will transport it to the Elder Brain. An ox requires food, and the occasional beating to keep it moving. You are simpler. The Emperor's words serve as both carrot and stick.
Perhaps it is true that Orpheus would ally with you against the Elder Brain. But if he proves uncooperative once free, you may have to kill him.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Good and truth rarely go hand in hand, but in this case, they are happy bedfellows, and we can be too. I swear to you, I have the solution to your problem. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years. For a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Fresh off the eagle.
What does it feel like?
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. And you. It's concerning that something could come between us like that. Especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Then the situation is worse than I thought. If it read your thoughts, it knows exactly what your intentions are, and it is already plotting countermoves to stop you. We must press on. I will bolster your mental defenses. Let us hope that allows us to regain some of our lost advantage before it finds you.
You need a
rid of that brute.
Tell me you took the devil's deal. Tell me you will free Gith's heir. Skaketh! Orpheus will be free. There is no cost too high to unshackle my people. I did not come this far for you to turn your back on the First Mother's son. And yet it seems I have no choice but to trust. There is but one prism, and you are its key. Find a way to retrieve the hammer and free Orpheus from the prism. I will assemble his remaining honor guard and plan our next actions. Together, we will yet free the true heir of Gith's blessed empire. He will free us from Vlaakith and lead our Kithraki against the Geich. Istik, I will wait in the underground. Seek me when you have the hammer in hand. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. A devil of Raphael's stature does not simply make camp on the shores of the Styx. He will have made a sanctuary for himself, a lavish one too, one that caters to his many vices. He must keep the Orphic hammer there. Every house has an entrance, Istik, even those in the Hells. You must find it.
You are wasting your time, and mine. Our true enemy is the Elder Brain. Focus your mind there.
Another case closed, another bottle open! Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? I need proof. Hard proof. A motive, too. Otherwise, I'm afraid the case remains closed.
Leash. Game.
Hey! You paid Raphael a visit?
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The man knows what he wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. Sharess Caress. The mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Have a look. All set, are you?
You keep scaring our regulars off.
Look at me. Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on. Ugh. Her. Oi! You must have slipped by me earlier. Raphael's very disappointed you turned him down. You won't come out of this alive without him. The boss might be a devil, but he'll treat you more honestly than anyone else in the city. Plenty. But right now, I have one job. You. I'm talking to you openly, mortal to mortal. And I'm begging you to sign the contract. If the brain wins, the Illithid Empire returns and worlds you've never even dreamed of will die. Raphael can stop it. He wants to. And he knows how. You're the key. You always have been. He's a devil. It's his nature. He needs to get his due. I won't pretend he's an altruist, but he's looked at the balance sheet. No world, no souls. And it's hard to get leverage on an Illithid. They make terrible clients. I doubt it. But even if you do, you won't survive the fight. I'd reconsider if I were you.
And nice.
Oh, you're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Else, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. But other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
Oh, hells. Last thing I need's the manip on my arse. See you around, doll. Keep that fire stoked for me.
Damn it all, that guy's loaded! You just chased off a full coffer of tips. But I've still got one tip left, just for you. Don't stand between a gal and her gold mine!
All right. The guild. Yeah. Smile.
You keep scaring our regulars off.
Child spoon. That doesn't make any sense.
It will when you've met the drought.
Succulent seafood, straight out the sea. Take your pick. Come back soon. Fresh. Eat more fish. It's good for you. I don't mind it. Honestly.
Imagine seeing a watcher pole
Up there,
for the first time.
Danthalon's dancing.
Oh, my heart.
I'd love to chat, but I've got a suit to find. Who knew buying something so simple would take the bones of a day?
Excuse me, we're discussing steel watcher gyrometics. A topic beyond your understanding, I imagine.
It was, but good armor is hard to find.
Need something? I've got the tools for any job. Any job. Whatever you're working on, hope that fixes it for you. Tools, all shapes, all sizes, all...
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. How many bodyguards does the man need? Get on then. Last door on the right. Lower the gates. Special permission.
Citizen, you are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
The Steelwatch Foundry is off-limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
Not sure. Maybe whatever keeps them going is similar to my tin can. Turns out I'm the fucking prototype for these things. I'll dismantle every single one of them.
Any threat to the Steelwatch is a threat to Lord Gortash himself. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Anything spicy you can tell me about the old prick?
You will speak of our creator, Lord Enver Gortash, with respect. He is the savior of our city, currently being inducted as the Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will keep your distance, Steel Watcher. You are malfunctioning. Report to the Steel Watch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Let's make tracks before this thing gives me the lash of Bane. See you around, soldier.
those steel watches.
Naughty, naughty, naughty little master. You have disobeyed your father's wishes one time too many. For he who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself becomes a monster. When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. Another will embrace what you have rejected, and that other will be your death. But your father loves you dearly. You never inherit yourself yet. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your name. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is as you feared. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. And yet, you know you will never be free of your urge if you don't confront your past. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, it's time for a family reunion. But be wary of your confessors. Will friend turn to foe, knowing what you are?
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
Greetings, old friend. Orin told me you were on your way here, but I scarcely believed it. Welcome back to Baldur's Gate. Welcome home. Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards. I'll give it a shot. Hells, not this again.
The brain appears to be resisting its masters. It's acting of its own will.
No time to talk. I have clients to brief, and they're as sharp as spoons.
Inside.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us. We'll tell them what happened, and we'll be home in no time.
You've been seeing her for ages. We're still here.
Fist for
What
the
are they
cost of
waiting
that
for?
thing.
I don't know, dear. I don't know. All we can do is be patient.
I spoke to a witness who says you entered the house before the fire started.
Who said that? Oh, break their bloody legs! My friend.
Better. I almost believed you.
I
this
can't
time.
let it
Lord
glaze that
Gortash
pizza.
is expecting
He
you.
wasn't even hurt.
Please make your way. Lord Gortash is expecting
I've always
you.
kind of hated this place.
Please make your way.
Such a do about a
Change.
damned bridge. It's just a bridge. Is it really worth all that ire? Come on. Isn't there something you hate for no good reason?
Lord Gortash
I
is
dislike owls. Their hypermobile necks are quite disconcerting.
Couldn't agree more to a witness who says you entered the house.
Lord Gortash is expecting
Gortash has Ravengard on his
Lord
side.
Gortash is
That should
expecting
help
you.
something.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worm's Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
Lady earlier says...
An army of evil, an all-conquering
Just dust on
Lord
the
Gortash is expecting
What
you.
happens next is out of that.
Please make your way to the chamber.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, friends, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
The tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
So we bide our time. But make no mistake, that monkey is mine.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay their respects.
My respects? You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
My favorite assassin. I'm so glad you've returned to my side.
Hang on, what? You know each other?
We have important matters to address. My reunion with Karlach can wait. No offense to my old friend, but it's you I have been dying to see. After all, you abandoned us some time ago, leaving a rather uncomfortable hole in our plans. Oh, I'd forgotten. Your memories are quite lost, aren't they? Orin told me she'd made a fool of you. To think you and Karlach traveled together all this time and she hadn't the faintest you were one of my nearest and dearest. Let me clear up some mysteries then. It's about time, I think. Then she didn't die. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of Justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god.
It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf.
But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself.
Hang on. What the fuck is going on here?
Have you gone soft? I find that hard to believe. One's true nature always rises to the top. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorms, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't... Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well... a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Baal isn't done with you, you must know that. You have effortless talents. Killing instinctually, like you breathe blood. Stand with Baal, or it will spell your doom. But I can offer some aid for the storm you're about to weather.
You should hear him out.
With Ketheric gone, Orin proves treacherous. She wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters. But she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but if Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to you, the former ruler of the cult of Baal. Let's make our pact anew, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule. Then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A doppelganger, hidden among us. Squaw!
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her icon. Do you even remember how to find it? A shame. It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed. Identify all enemies within our walls. Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
What do you mean?
Traitors. Kill Orin and take her Netherstone. Find me in my office upstairs when it's done. And do not return until it is done. Let this be my one warning.
Protect us. What then?
Flaming Fist will stand ready, with Gortash at the head.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree. And to think, the drama's just started. You see, Gortash has had Will's father relocated. To his death, the way I hear it. Such a shame. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there? I know enough. Let's talk to Will in your camp. Work something out. The Duke's life depends on it.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
The Absolute's army won't be causing trouble for Gortash. Or for us.
I'm not sure I believe her. But does it really matter?
Meaning?
Meaning that in the Jews.
Next, we identify all enemies within our Next, we identify all enemies within our walls.
Keep those feet moving.
By order of Lord Gortash, it is here all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now property of the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and,
Shame
if
no one cares
necessary,
enough.
more
Folk don't
severe
even
punishment.
think about it much, I bet.
You're having a chuffing laugh!
We lost most of our herd to wolves on the way here. We've got almost nothing left, and you want to take that from us?
I've had enough of this. I've got a good mind to...
Can't slow down.
Forget I said anything. All right.
I should speak up.
I told you you should have had it picked. Hello? Does anyone want to buy a gazette? Thank you.
Shame.
Do you want a paper? I don't know how. I'm only 6. It's okay. Everybody is mean to me anyway. Do you want a paper? Thank you.
No, dear reader. I'm afraid one of my columns is not in the latest issue. Print issues limiting space, according to our esteemed editor.
Lord Gortash tells us otherwise.
We're finally here. We're safe.
I don't like this.
I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
Let's see what this does.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
Into his new and brilliant dawn.
Lightbringer Gortash will show us the way.
And what will happen to those
He's a man of the people.
Become some tavern. I wonder if my old things are still.
Edvard used to do such a good job. I can do that. I have loads of opinions.
I was joking. Armies marching on the city. What else is there to know?
Don't be smart with me.
Gather round for the show. Sit down, stories. Get them right here.
The printing block has never been so hot.
I see it, sweetie.
Scandals,
stand up.
vandals.
You're
Where's the right
slouching.
sandals? Great, isn't it? These are just cantrips. I can keep this up all day. Stories. Get them right here.
You're gonna face me like a man, or hide away like a child.
Get up.
To render it down. You're certain Figueroa's is in this part of town.
I wouldn't say I'm certain, just optimistic.
We're lost.
I need to do something heroic. That'll get their attention.
Why would they go to all that effort just to lie to us?
on a ladder.
It's obvious.
So they can
isn't it?
actually see you.
Sometimes I wonder why we even try.
Think too much, we might question their authority.
It ain't over, wizard.
Gather round for the show. Sit down, stories. Get them right here.
The printing block has never been so.
Let me back in. I'll bring Leroican out here, you tin tube. You tell Leroican I went for his goddamn night song, and now he has to pay up. What are you looking at? I can knock you out if the noise is bothering you. Get out of my face. I've lost good people to the wizard that owns that shop. Leroican. Offered a huge pile of cash to chase down some relic called the Night Song. If he'd mentioned it was buried under a goblin hive, I'd never have taken my people there. He owes me a lot. don't know. Don't care. But he did offer a king's ransom for its return. Sorry won't bring him back. Pay the debts, or compensate me for my trouble. Sod it. Enough. Leroakian and his precious night song just about ruined my life. If you value yours, I'd steer well clear of this place.
You're louder than the fire.
It's not as if your case are being just yet.
Well, at least they seem to use the...
I shouldn't have to wait until I've got nothing left.
Welcome, dear patron, to Sorceress Sundries. I am an unperson in service of the revered wizard Leroakin, proprietor of this fine establishment. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the night song, say night song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other.
Mother's milk, your visage speaks of ill tidings. Speak, ally mine. What troubles you? Is he indeed? Pray tell, what does he seek from Dame Aelin? Magicians and their machinations. I have had enough for an eternity. I will wring his neck until he's dead. Oh, his end will be one more strand in the great braid of our friendship.
I'm coming with you. I'd like to get a few licks in myself.
My darling, we agreed you'd scout for the nearest Selûnite enclave this very night. Let us divide our efforts. All the sooner to be reunited.
I won't let you go alone. Who knows what this wizard might have planned?
Our closest ally will accompany me, won't you? It will be a swift and fruitful chore. Hie we to this Leroakin right away. I am as eager to meet him as he is to ensnare me.
Tonight's troubled rest is, as ever, overwhelmed by your killing fate. You dangle above a dark precipice, one move away from falling. Another watches your body while it is possessed by the night. You do not dream alone.
Dark dreams? I think I can guess. Visions of blood on your hands. The blood in your veins, perhaps. For all the gifts Baal's children inherit, a peaceful night's sleep is not among them. The dreams alone do not concern me. It is what waking deeds they might inspire. Are you truly your own master? What is it you feel when Father's dreams come calling? There is one certain way. I hold it in my hand. This is your father's true legacy. Not his children, but the fear they plant in us. The savagery it blossoms into. In another time, with another of your kind, we found a better way. I would dearly like to find it again. You would not be the first to turn the taint in your blood to your advantage. But there are barriers a bowspawn must overcome first. Those of your kind. Orin. I am sure you already know that so long as she lives, she will never stop hunting you. It might be that you have to turn and face her. You cannot change that. All you can choose is how you meet her. As another bloodied child of Baal? Or as yourself? All I can offer is the promise that, should you choose to do so, you will not meet her alone. For now, take what rest you can. I will watch over you this night. Sleep well.
No more dreams await you in sleep this night. Only the warm knowledge that indeed you are not alone.
I saw something to Leroican's tower last 10 days.
Welcome back to Sorceress Sundries. How can I help you? I'm sorry, I didn't understand your query. To browse our wares, say trade. To provide information about the Night Song, say Night Song. If you are a city official here to collect dues, say taxes. For all other inquiries, say other. You are not Mr. Marvin Hudd, the collections officer assigned to this establishment. Logic detected. Petition approved. Enjoy. How else can I help you today? To learn more about the search for the Night Song, say Night Song. To learn more about Master Leroican, say Leroican. To learn more about my good self, say projection. To truly know Master Leroican is the work of a lifetime. Suffice it to say, he is a powerful, important man whose powers exceed the limitations by which most wizards are constrained. He resides in Ramazith's tower. Anyone bearing information leading to the capture of the Night Song may gain an audience with him. The Night Song is a relic, hidden in an underground temple beneath a settlement near the river Chionthar. Master Leroican is offering a considerable sum for the object's retrieval. I am the product of an ingenious bit of magic performed by Master Leroican. I am blessed with sufficient intelligence to adequately run and protect the shop, Sorceress Sundries. Because Master Leroican is engaged in important work, I take care of such banalities as speaking with customers. Enjoy our unmatched selection. Please come again soon.